Okay, we're not the biggest safety folks around, but I do like my ears. So, and we'll see how quick she starts today. I bragged on her, and so far she started with a couple pulls, but there's always a new day. That is one sweet cut and saw. It cut that tree up there before it even knew it was cut. So, all right, we got that end off, and we're going to try to slick it down, get it flat, get it squared up, and then we're going to cut our 5x5s. All right, this is the small end, and we got 13 inches. We should be good for cutting this tree and getting two 5x5s and two really good 2x6s out of it if we work it right. I got two narrow here. Oh, we're really wide there. There's a lot of meat to this log. And I think she turned on me. All right, as I was cutting this tree, she turned, and that is my fault. I did not have her either tied tight enough or whatever I did was wrong because she twisted and turned. As you can see, she cut out the end flat, but the rest of it is turned curved. This one's tight, that one's tight. We're going to straighten it up. Okay, we straightened it up. Now we're going to roll it, bring the saw back, and we're going to turn it over. And roll this over flat on its bottom and see what we can do with it from there. So that flattened it out good. It should turn pretty fairly easy. You never know. Should go. Fudge. First cut, we cut it too thick. Second cut, we didn't cut thick enough. But it'll level out. We'll drop it down an inch and see what we got. See what that comes out at. That's coming down there really good like that. Now you're thinking, that's a long skinny board, but there's a 1x4 in that. So that's a good piece of lumber right there. We'll set that down over here and we'll skin it and we'll get that 1x4 out of there. So we're not going to take it very far. Now we're going to get back down here and we're going to measure it and see if that's where we want to get our 5x5 out. We're going to have to pull this all the way down. Hopefully we got around 10 inches right here. Right on the money. I'm telling you, that is awesome. So we're going to flip it, try to cut two sides out of it. We'll have 5 across the front. That right there will be 5. So we'll flip it up, cut this corner right here, that corner right there, and that'll give us 2 5x5s with a good center cut. So that will work out perfect. Well, that's pretty good right there. That's about as good as you're going to get out of a rough cut lumber. We're going to try cutting it down through the bottom there. Bring it up just a little bit. Now this ain't nothing but bark coming off of here. There we go. Now that's flat and straight as can be. Alright, now we're going to flip her back over. And we're going to try to get those 5x5s out of it while it's still square and running true. gonna roll her 3 times to do her once. When you're working with the bigger lumber, you need all the help you can get most of the time. Now, you wouldn't think it, but that is about as straight as you can get on a sawmill. Now, we're going to peel this top layer off of here. I can watch them. We got another one in there, it's tight. We'll peel this top layer off, get it squared up, and then we'll cut our 2 5x5s out of that side. We're going to bring her down another 1/2 inch. Well, that wasn't enough either. Anyway, we'll get her up. Let's have to make another pass. We'll bring her down a whole inch. All right. I think we're down to getting some lumber out of the next one. That ain't gonna get us much out of that one. We're gonna get rid of it. Now, what we gotta figure out is how close we are on our 10 inch. This is where our 10 inch is. And as soon as we can get that leveled out, we'll get our 10 inches. We got quite a ways to go to keep our 5 inches, so we can take another 1x off of that. Now this will give us a good 1x that we'll have to cut out. double check where your wheels are on your support. Alright, now this is a good board right here. We'll put this off to the side. That's a good 1x right there. Now we're getting close to where we're going to be for 5x5. But before we cut anything else, we're going to check our levels. One more run, and that should do us. These blades have been on here forever. This thing is a cutting machine. Now, that's going to get rid of pretty much all of our bark except this outlining piece. And I am just almost positive we should go ahead and cut the 5x5 out of it. Because this little trim up through here is not going to hurt a thing. I could cut one more 1x and make them perfect, which I may just go ahead and do. I'll just go ahead and cut it to where there's no bark on it whatsoever, and it'll be looking good. I have to raise it up, take it back, and then make one more pass, and then I'll cut my 5x5s out. And that'll have almost perfect center cut. That'll work. Now I'm going to drop everything down so we don't get caught on anything. What I'm going to do, drop that almost all the way to the bottom. And it gives us 6 inches. We'll have to put the 1x underneath it to get it cut right. Till we get it over in the barn to where we can cut our last 1x out of it, that's what I have to deal with. Okay, this should work out really well. We just need one 1x out of it. And then we're off and running. Now that's a pretty one by right there. That thing is just about as good looking as you're gonna get. That'll work out great. All right, we're gonna flip this thing over and we'll see what we got and get our 5x5 out of it. We're gonna flip it all the way around and cut it down. My cameraman is telling me that I got a problem over here. Okay. Okay. Now, where is our 10 inches at? I think we have to go one more time. Nope. This is our 10. And that's what we got to do. Now, this is what we're going to end up doing is right here. We had a pencil. And we want to be up 5 inches. That gives us right here. That's right across here where we want to cut that 5 inches. That gives us 2 inches of lumber. So we're going to cut 2 passes of 1 inch lumber. And that'll give us our 5 inch at the end of it. Okay. Go down 1 inch. And actually get one more. Now, every genius thinks about this. And then they forget their chain hook in the middle of things. Now that's a long cut, and that's a full 10 inches wide. Full 10 inches wide. That's a pretty one by right there. We didn't get a 2 before. We should have. We didn't. All I cut was 1 by. We could have cut a 2 by out of that. Seems like I got 1 bys on the brain. But we're going to measure it up again. Now here's our mark right here. And that's where we want to be, is at 5 inches. This is the whole thing of this adventure, is to get that, those 2 pieces right there out of it. All right, here we go. All right. Well, that's successful. That is truly successful. That's going to be pretty. We're going to turn that thing up. There's another 1 by out of there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 1 bys. And that is a real pretty one right there. Okay, we got to crank it up. Turn this up. We got our 10 inches. We got our 5 inches. 5 inches and a quarter. Which in rough cut lumber, that's 5 inches. And we're going to pull it a little bit more. And wheel. All right. Now, okay, here we go. We got to cut it at 5. Okay. Okay, here we cut it. And we ran out of fuel right in the middle of the last cut. So we got to go get fuel. We'll get her fueled up and we'll be right back. Ready? Okay, this worked out beautiful because it's almost dark. Chores are done. We ended up with just what we wanted. Well, they're 2 5x5s, 16-foot long, but the man wants 8 foot. So we're going to cut them in 8 foot, and that'll mean he'll have 4. We got 2 more logs over there to cut the other 2 out of. But anyway, we thought maybe he'd like this video so he can start his barn, part of his barn, and this worked out pretty good. Good evening. It's cool. We're back to cutting logs. We may not get a video every weekend, but we try to get at least one. So as always, if you like our videos, share them with a friend, subscribe. If you don't like our videos, share them with all your friends. Why should you suffer alone? As it is. Good night.